for the day, beautiful people. Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Let's get here to my place. About out of pages, Alright. Aunt Anita. Hey girl, hey. Okay, drive safe. Keep us updated if there's anything we need to know. All right, y'all. Today is Tuesday, December the 10th, 2019, day 15, year 2. We are in Genesis 43, 44, and 45. All right, so yesterday when we stopped, we know that Joseph has run into his brethren again. All right, so let's see. 43. Genesis 43. Okay. And the famine was sore in the land, and it came to pass when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. Now hold on. How long does it take to use up 12, let's see, no, it wasn't 12. How many of them went down? 10 sacks, because Benjamin didn't go, and they said one brother was not. So 10 brothers went down there to Egypt. I'm sure they had huge sacks. Granted, it wasn't just them eating from that sack, probably the entire household. So I guess maybe a couple weeks. Like, you went home. I'm sure y'all was thinking about it, but you left. You didn't go again until you ran out of food. I'm thinking, look, bro, y'all need to go ahead and get Benjamin, get on back here. Forget staying eating for a while. Let them know what's going on. Y'all get Benjamin. Come on back here and get me. You know how we do. Look, bro. I mean, unless they snatch them away. But, I mean, a good brother and sister, I'm thinking about me and my sisters. If that happened, like, if we couldn't fight and get you back, we're going to hurry up and get back. We ain't going to go home and kick up our feet. Go ahead, fix us something to eat, girl. Let days go by. What kind of... I was took major issue with my brothers that day, or them days sitting in the dungeon. Granted, he was there. I can't hear you. You can't hear me. Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Girl, I'm glad you said something. Y'all probably can't hear nothing I said. I'm just not going to talk anymore. I'm going to just start reading over. I'm glad I only went down 3 verses. Okay, let's just start over. Forget what I said. Y'all just going to have to rewind it and try and understand what I said by reading my lips. Okay. And the famine was sore in the land. And it came to pass when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again and buy us a little food. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And Israel said, Wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether ye had yet a brother? And they said, The man asked us straightly of our state and of our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenure of his words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? And Judah said unto Israel his father, Send the lad with me, and we will rise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Of my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. For except we had lingered, surely now we had returned the second time. And their father Israel said unto them, If it must be so now, do this. Take the best fruits of the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little balm and a little honey, spices, myrrh, nuts, and almonds. And take double money in your hands, and the money that was bought again in the mouth of your sacks. Carry it again into your hand. Peradventure it was an oversight. Take also your brother, and arise and go again unto the man. And Yahuwah give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. And the man took that present. I would have been like, wait a minute, hold on, Daddy, what? So it's a possibility they might just kill us all. I would have been, if I was Benjamin, I'm just saying. I don't know. They was probably thinking just a little bit different. And the man took the present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and rose up and went down to Egypt, and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, and said to the ruler of his house, bring these men home, and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. And the man did so as Joseph bade, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house. And the men were afraid, because they were brought into Joseph's house, and they said, because of the money that was returned in our sacks the first time that we were brought in, that he may seek occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take for us bondmen and our asses. And they came near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house, and said, O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food, and it came to pass, when we came to the end, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again in our hand. And the other money we have brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put the money in our sacks. And he said, peace be to you, fear not. Yahuwah, the God of your father, hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. And the man brought the men into Joseph's house, and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their asses provender. And they made ready the present against Joseph. And they made ready the present against Joseph came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And when Joseph came home, they brought a present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed themselves to the earth. And he asked them of their welfare, and said, is your father yet well? The old man whom ye spake, is he yet alive? And they answered, thy servant our father is in good health, yet he is yet alive. And they bowed down their heads and made obeisance. And he lifted up his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, is this your younger brother, of whom ye spake unto me? And he said, Yahuwah be gracious unto thee, my son. And Joseph made haste, for his bowels did yearn upon his brother. And he sought where to weep, and entered into his chamber, and wept there. And he washed his face, and went out, and refrained himself, and said, set on bread. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves. For the Egyptians did not eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians. And they set before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men marveled one at another. And he took and sent messes unto them from before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times so much as any of theirs. And they drank, and they were merry with him. Chapter 44. And he communed the steward of his house, saying, fill the men's sacks with food, as much as they can carry. Excuse me. And put every man's money in his sack's mouth. And put my cup, the silver cup, in the sack's mouth of the youngest, and his corn money. And he did according to the word that Joseph had spoken. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away, they and their asses. And when they were going out of the city, and not yet far off, Joseph said unto his servant, up, follow after the men, and when thou dost overtake them, say unto them, wherefore have ye rewarded evil for good? Is not this it in which my Lord drinketh, and whereby indeed he divineth? Yet ye have done evil in so doing. And he overtook them, and he spake unto them these same words. And they said unto him, wherefore saith my Lord these words? God forbid that thy servants should do according to this thing. Behold, the money which we found in our sack's mouth, we brought again unto thee out of the land of Canaan. How then should we steal money out of thy Lord's house, silver or gold? With whomever of thy servants it be found, both let him die, and we also will be my Lord's bondsmen. And he said, let me tell you something. I'd be like, listen, everybody, open your bags up. I would have been checking first. I ain't going to let them come check for, oh, hold on. Well, I know I will open them for you. Look, send me and give me your bag. And I would have been checking, I don't know. They was probably overrun with Joseph's servants anyway. I'd be like, get out of here. No, I don't know. And they overtook him and spake unto them the same words. Hold on, I went too far. Verse 10, and he said, now let it be according unto your words. He with whom it is found shall be my servant, and ye shall be blameless. Then they speedily took down every man his sack to the ground, and opened every man his sack. And he searched and began at the eldest, and left at the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Then they rent their clothes, and laded every man his ass, and returned to the city. And Judah and his brethren came to Joseph's house, for he was yet there, and they fell before him on the ground. And Joseph said unto them, what deed is this that ye have done? Wot ye not that such a man as I can certainly divine? And Judah said, what shall we say unto my Lord? What shall we speak? How shall we clear ourselves? Yahuwah hath found out the iniquity of thy servants. Behold, we are thy Lord's servants, both we and he also with whom the cup is found. And he said, God forbid that I should do so, but the man in whose hand the cup is found, he shall be my servant. As for you, get you up in peace unto your father. Then Judah came near him and said, O my Lord, let thy servant, I pray thee, speak a word in my Lord's ears, and let not thine anger burn against thy servant, for thou art even as Pharaoh. My Lord asked his servant, saying, have ye a father or a brother? And we said unto my Lord, we have a father, an old man, and a child of his old age, a little one, and his brother is dead. And he alone is left of his mother, and his father loveth him. And thou sayest unto thy servants, bring him down unto me, that I may set my eyes upon him. And we said unto him, the lad cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father would die. And thou hast said unto thy servants, except your youngest brother come down with you, ye shall see my face no more. And it came to pass, when we came up unto thy servant my father, we told him the words of my Lord. And when our father said, go again and buy us a little food, and we said, we cannot go down if our youngest brother be not with us, then we will go down, for we may not see the man's face except our youngest brother be with us. And thy servant my father said unto us, ye know that my wife bare me 2 sons. And the one went out from me, and I said, surely he is torn in pieces, and I saw him not since. And if ye take this also from me, and mischief befall him, ye shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. Now therefore, when I come unto thy servant, thy father, and the lad be not with us, seeing that his life is bound up in the lad's life, it shall come to pass, when he seeth that the lad is not with us, that he shall die, and thy servant shall bring down the gray hairs of thy servant, our father, with whom sorrow to the grave. For thy servant became surety for the lad unto my father, saying, if I bring him not unto thee, then shall I bear the blame to my father forever. Now therefore I pray thee, let thy servant abide instead of the lad, a bondman to my Lord, and let the lad go up with his brethren. For how shall I go up to my father, and the lad be not with me, lest peradventure I see the evil that shall come of my father. 45. Last chapter for the day. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all them that stood by. He cried, cause every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. And he wept aloud, and the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were yet troubled at his presence. And Joseph said unto his brethren, come near to me, I pray you. And they came near, and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. Now therefore be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves that ye sold me hither. For Yahuwah did send me before you to preserve life. Yeah, that just took on a whole new meaning to me right now. Hold on, y'all. I gotta come back. Oh my God. For these 2 years hath famine been in the lands, and there are 5 years in which there shall neither be earing nor harvest. And Yahuwah sent me before you to preserve a posterity in the earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance. And now it was not you that sent me hither, but Yahuwah, and he hath made me a father to Pharaoh, and lord of all his house, and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. Haste ye, and go up to my father, and say unto him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, Yahuwah hath made me lord of all of Egypt. Come down unto me, tarry not, and thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me, thou and thy children, and thy children's children, and thy flocks and thy herds, and all that thou hast. And there will I nourish thee, for yet there are 5 years of famine, lest thou and thy household and all that thou hast shall come to poverty. And behold, your eyes shall see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, that is my mouth that speaketh unto you. That it is my mouth that speaketh unto you. And ye shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and of all that ye have seen. And ye shall haste and bring down my father hither. And he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept upon his neck. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept upon them, and after that his brethren talked with him. And the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come. And it pleased Pharaoh well and his servants. And Pharaoh did say unto Joseph, Say unto thy brethren, This do ye, lay your beasts, and go get you unto the land of Canaan, and take your father and your households, and come unto me, and I will give you of the good land of Egypt, that ye shall eat of the fat of the land. Now thou art commanded, do ye, take you wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones, and for your wives, and bring your father, and come. And regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. And the children of Israel did so. Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provisions for the way. To all of them he gave each man changes of raiment, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver, and 5 changes of raiment. And to his father he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with good things of Egypt, and 10 she-asses laden with corn, and bread and meat for his father by the way. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed. And he said unto them, See ye that ye fall not out by the way. And they went up out of the land of Egypt, and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is the governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. And they told him all the words of Joseph which he had said unto them. And when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father revived. And Israel said, It is enough. Joseph my son is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die. And that, my beautiful people, is our reading for today. That was Genesis 43, 44, and 45. It is Tuesday, December the 10th, 2019, day 15, year 2. I ain't going to go on anymore, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Got to get out of here. So may Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and lift his countenance upon us and be gracious unto us and our households. And may he give us his peace, his shalom, or his salama, his wholeness in every area of our life and all that concerns us. May he keep us as we keep his commands, just as he promised he would. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see you in the morning. Peace.